Hello. You are tuning into another episode of TheWunderkindShow. Today's third topic: statistics come out about the Ravens that you did not know. Look, guys, I'm laughing because, boy, this was ugly. So, y'all know I got my start on Twitter. Y'all know that. This was made from Twitter. That's how I first met Ing Raven, Coach, all of them from Twitter. And because of that, I always scour Twitter. A lot of my connections are through Twitter, stuff like that, or now X. You know what I'm saying? So I was scouring Twitter, or X, and there was an argument going on about teams, right? And different fan bases were going at different, teams, stuff like that. And then that they got to the Ravens. And then this is pretty much what happened. They threw out some statistics that look absolutely bonkers. What I'm going to show it to you when I break it down, all right? Check this out. So, Gene Starwin, and mind you, usually that I cross these out, but people were saying, nah, you got to show them love. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to show them love. So this is what they said. Gene Starwin said, people on here think the Ravens have the best roster in the league, but was getting walked down by Gardner Minshew. Okay. Then Black Dada, shouts to him, came back from the top of the rope slam. Check out what he said here. He goes, the Ravens actually have a losing record since 2019 when they don't score at least 30 points. And it's abysmal when it's less than 24. You'd think a team that was deep and loaded would be able to win games ugly, but they rarely do. Now, some of y'all gonna be like, yeah, right, Nitro. He's just talking. He don't know what he's talking about. You know what I love? I love when people back up their statements, because I'm like that. So I get along when other people do that. And don't worry, this guy did. So check what he said right here. Then he goes, he doubles down and goes, in contrast, the Chiefs are 52-21. And the Bills are 33-28 since 2019 when they don't score at least 30 points, including the postseason. Ravens are 31-34. The Eagles, since Jalen has been the full-time starter, are 28-18. This is what I've been trying to tell y'all. Y'all not getting and mind you, some people say I bang on it too much and whatever else it is, but this is why I go as hard as I go. This is why I do what I do, because it has to be stated, it has to be said, it has to be talked about. If you're not saying anything about it, that means you're accepting it. I ain't accepting nothing. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not accepting nothing. Imagine me or somebody coming out saying the Ravens have a losing record when the offense isn't dominating. We've seen it with the Steelers, right? How many times the Steelers beat us? Guys running the wrong route, dropping passes. Oh my God, that game where we dropped 7 passes or something like that, and one of them got dropped or ripped out of the arms of somebody else. I think was that the one with Likely? I can't remember. And turned into an interception. It was like, yo, are you serious? This is why I keep trying to get the people saying, oh, you have such a stacked roster. That's a lie. No, we don't. You know what's crazy? They know we don't have a stacked roster. I know they know we don't have a stacked roster because at the beginning of the year, even this year, they expected the Ravens to take a big step back. They had promoted the Bengals to be the team to beat out of the AFC North. What did they say? They said that it'd be too much to overcome from the offensive line, right? All the offensive line pieces leaving and the defensive coordinator leaving all the defensive pieces. That's what was said. How in God's green earth does that turn out to be a super team? When we were talking about running backs, right? Derrick Henry, everything, he wasn't even top 10 in most people's lists. That's fantasy and not fantasy. Go look it up if you think I'm lying. Most guys had him at number 10 itself. Some had him under that. So then when he started doing well, it's like, oh, the Ravens a cheat code. It's not fair. How dare you give Lamar an older running back that can actually still play and produce? How dare you? How dare you? Ah! Tell me if it makes sense. And then at the end, oh, they have a super team. They have everything. No, they don't. No, they don't. Yo, the O-line is subpar, and that's being nice. The pass game was absolute holes almost for the entire season. We were on a historically bad pace. Just to let you guys know that. So the question starts to come down to, if we're subpar on the offensive line, if most people would grade our weapons as being mid, a little above mid, good, but not great. Defense has been okay, not great. What's the deciding factor? How are we winning all these games? How are we beating the Joe Burrow teams that got all these offensive pieces? How are we beating the Detroit Lions? How are we going toe-to-toe with the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs? How? How are we blowing out the Buffalo Bills? I'm not even going to say it. Y'all already know what it is. This goes back to what I'm saying. Look, guys, defense is a necessity. You need guys that can hold up, get some 3 and outs, but most of all, turn the ball, force the other team into turnovers. But it's no longer the whole shebang. It's not like that no more. It's not. This is why I get on the Ravens so much. And I had this conversation with Coach. I had this conversation with Ing Raven. And I told those guys, I said, look, the reason why I'm hard on them is because, once again, you actively wasted a rookie contract. That's a fireable offense by itself. Y'all know that, right? No, we're not going to fire them. We're going to somehow imagine if this was any other team and they said we're going to waste a 5-year contract. And mind you, everyone said, well, we didn't waste it. We were winning. We were winning in spite of coaching, in spite of the weapons. You know what the greatest measure or scale of that is? It's in 2019. All of the gurus, the guys that you say are smarter than all of us, right, specifically said that, and mind you, everybody says that was the best the O-line the Ravens have had in the last 10 years. That's what everybody says, right? I'm going to hold it to you guys. When 2019 started, for one, they said the O-line is subpar. It's not great at all. Some people didn't even say it was good. They said there was a lot of holes and there's nothing to brag about. Said the defense had a lot of holes, even though they played with pride. And for that team to win, they picked us to win 6 or 7 games. They said the only way that we would even be able to make the playoffs is if Lamar Jackson makes one of the biggest second-year jumps the league has ever seen. Fast forward, we go 14-2. One of the greatest offenses of all time, statistically speaking. And everyone's, it's because they had so much. No. That's where my argument comes from. If I seen you draw the Mona Lisa almost to perfection with a broken crayon, don't you think I would go get you an art set? Not even an expensive one, but an art set. Because I'm like, if you did that with a broken crayon, what could you do if I gave you something with different colors where you could layer, where you could shadow, fade things in and out? That'd be the smart thing. It wouldn't be, since you're so good, I don't have to do all that. I'll just get you another broken crayon. But I'll make this broken crayon a different color. See how dumb that sounds? You get what I'm saying? So he's like, oh man, that does sound dumb. That's what we've done. And everyone's just like, get over it. It is what it is. But once again, the mistakes that we made in the past are fireable offenses. Hence why I'm hard on them now. Yeah, listen, the fans have been giving this team pass after pass after pass after pass. No more passes. No speed pass. Hall pass. Fast pass. No pass. Toe pass. No. We know what we want, and I know what you want too. Let's go out there and get it. If you can't put a team together properly to get it done, then what are you there for? Oh, it's not my fault, it's the coach's fault. The GM oversees the coach. But y'all don't want to have that conversation with me, right? None of you do! It's nasty work. Nasty work. Howie done fired like 3 coaches. It's like, what? Get him out of here. Then he goes, there's like 3. Andy Reid, get him out of here. Then he had Chip Kelly, get him out of here. Then he had, what's his name? I went to the Jags. He told him to get out of here. Then I got Sirianni. He's like, hey, if you do anything I don't like, I'm going to get you out of here. You ain't seen no one complaining about that, right? Exactly. Out of here, bro. Nasty work. But what do you guys think? Those statistics make you be like, maybe the Ravens team isn't constructed great. Or do you say, those are just random numbers, nobody cares, we're great, there's no mistake, I'm like Frosted Flakes, great. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please, right? But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show! Thank you for watching, and now we get down, we have fun, and we laugh, but everything we talk about, we do what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe to the notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. Guys, please remember to like and subscribe to the Wunderkind Morning Show, live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. in the morning times, where we cover all sports, hot topics, and at the end of every show, we have a little bit of nostalgia trivia for the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s to put a smile on your face. So be there or be squared. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and just stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is not just signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp!
Finish him, Daddy.
You're not